This is an aging care post titled, "How Do I Convince Dad to Move to an Independent Living Facility Now That Mother Has Passed?" Oh gosh. So my mom passed away last week after a very long, drawn-out death. Oh dear. She was non-responsive for 3 weeks. Prior to that, it was the continual battle of trying to stay one step ahead of her dementia, hallucinations, rallying, terminal agitation, incontinence. It was exhausting, and anyone who's had a loved one with dementia and is caring for them at home knows firsthand how mind-numbing this is. Now Dad wants to stay in place, and I can understand how he would want to remain in his home of several decades. At over 90, he simply can't manage the task of caring for the house, which means his reliance on his 2 daughters will continue. I can't maintain 2 homes much longer. Dad lives a half-hour away, which under normal circumstances is doable, but honestly, by the time I get home, I'm exhausted, especially now with the warm weather and yard work at my home thrown into the mix. I'm at a loss because I know I'm at my limit. How do I convince Dad to move to an independent living facility so we can finally all have some resemblance of a normal life? I would rather have my life back in my 70s. I know time is of the essence. This is so hard.
I think we don't have to make it as hard. I think we automatically imagine that independent living or retirement community would be a good fit, but perhaps maybe a senior apartment where he might just be around others his own age, that he won't have such a large upkeep for a home. He won't have to worry about the maintenance. And it's almost like a stair-step effect. If he moved into a senior apartment and then maybe as needs arise, he might then transition over into an independent living community. That might be an easier transition than it would be just to go into an independent living community.
Right.
He would still have his own autonomy within his own apartment.
So they're both grieving. The situation is not working for either one of them, so something has to change. And having a transition into that change is a great idea.
And I think what could help too is, what does Dad like to do? And if those communities knew ahead of time, then he could be around other like-minded people and understand that perhaps this isn't going to be such a big transition.
And maybe while they're touring independent living places, maybe they consider getting some home care in so that some of her chores are taken care of as well, so that lifts her burden. It's very hard to be grieving, and caregiver burnout is a real thing. His environment is probably reminding him of his wife. They've lived there for decades together.
Part of a couple.
Yes, when you're part of a couple in your 90s, she's got her touch everywhere. Well, maybe they can think about how that environment can translate then to independent living, so he can be surrounded by his things, the things that remind him of his wife, so he doesn't have to leave everything he knows. Hey, I wonder about respite care, going in for a few weeks just to give daughter a break and then maybe kind of reset with him. Oh, I can meet some friends.
Yeah, it's like a trial stay.
A trial stay.
I think that would be a good idea in this scenario too. He would have a chance to eat the food. He would have a chance to participate in all the activities, meet the other residents, and really just immerse himself into that community. Try it on for size and see if perhaps it is a good fit.
I love it. Try it before you buy it.
That's right.
Okay, so we have an article about trial stays, and we will link it in the description.
Grace, so many people feel and, they think that assisted livings or independent livings are like skilled nursing homes, the old adage, and it is not the case. These places are vibrant, and they have so many activities going on.
Exactly.
So let him see that, and I think maybe that could change his view of it.
Right, that's a great idea. Okay, so let's see what the comments have to say. I'm so sorry for your loss. Many people do want to stay at home after a spouse dies. They are not ready yet for the challenge of moving. But if Dad cannot look after himself, discuss this with him. Say it kindly, but honestly. Dad, I understand you want to stay living here. To do that, you are going to need a whole lot more people to help you do that. You will need a maid, a cook, a driver, a yard person for starters. Sister and I have our own households to run. We can help you set up all the home services you need. or we can help you move into a smaller place with help included. You will need to decide. We are here to support you to live how you choose, but neither of us cannot move in permanently and do it all. So she's saying you need to lay out the scenarios. Here are the choices. Tell us how you want to proceed, because we can't stay where we are.
I like that response. I mean, I think you need to be as direct as possible.
Yeah, absolutely.